Bible word search. Giant occurs 8 times in 8 verses in the KJV. And Ishbi-Benob, which was of the sons of the giant, the weight of whose spear weighed 300 shekels of brass in weight, he being girded with a new sword, thought to have slain David. 2 Sa 21:16 KJV. And it came to pass after this, that there was again a battle with the Philistines at Gob. Then Sibbecai the Hushathite slew Saph, which was of the sons of the giant. 2 Sa 21:18 KJV. And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great stature, that had on every hand Sittim's fingers, and on every foot Sittim's toes, 24 in number, and he also was born to the giant. 2 Sa 21:20 KJV. These 4 born to the giant in Gath, and fell by the hand of David, and by the hand of his servants. 2 Sa 21:22 KJV. And it came to pass after this, that there arose war at Jazer with the Philistines, at which time Sibbecai the Hushathite slew Sippai, that was of the children of the giant, and they were subdued. 1 Ch20:4 KJV. And yet again there was war at Gath, where was a man of great stature, whose fingers and toes were 24, Sittims on each hand, and Sittims on each foot, and he also was the son of the giant. 1 Ch20:6 KJV. These were born unto the giant in Gath, and they fell by the hand of David, and by the hand of his servants. 1 Ch20:8 KJV. He breaketh me with breach upon breach, he runneth upon me like a giant. Job 16:14 KJV. Old Testament, Hebrew, for giant H1368 Geber GHIB.Biri mighty man, strong, valiant, ones, mighties, man, valiant men, strong man, upright man, champion, chief, Edom's cell, giant, men's, mighty is strongest. Strong's number H1368 matches the Hebrew, Geberite parenthesis, which occurs 158 times in 152 verses in the Hebrew concordance of the KJV. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. Gen 6:4 KJV. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. Gen 10:8 KJV. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter before the Lord. Gen 10:9 KJV. For the Lord your God is God of gods, and Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty, and a terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward. Jude 10:17 KJV. Your wives, your little ones, and your cattle, shall remain in the land which Moses gave you on this side Jordan. But ye shall pass before your brethren armed, all the mighty men of valor, and help them. Jos 1:14 KJV. And the Lord said unto Joshua, See, I have given into thine hand Jericho, and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. Jos 6:2 KJV. So Joshua arose, and all the people of war, to go up against Ai. And Joshua chose out 30,000 mighty men of valor, and sent them away by night. Jos 8:3 KJV. That they feared greatly, because Gibeon was a great city, as one of the royal cities, and because it was greater than Ai, and all the men thereof were mighty. Jos 10:2 KJV. So Joshua ascended from Gilgal, he, and all the people of war with him, and all the mighty men of valor. Jos 10:7 KJV. Then he made him that remaineth have dominion over the nobles among the people. The Lord made me have dominion over the mighty. JDG 5:13 KJV. Curse ye Meres, said the angel of the Lord, curse ye bitterly the inhabitants thereof, because they came not to the help of the Lord, to the help of the Lord against the mighty. JDG 5:23 KJV. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him, and said unto him, The Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor. JDG 6:12 KJV. Now Jephthah the Gileadite was a mighty man of valor, and he was the son of an harlot. And Gilead begat Jephthah. JDG 11:1 KJV. And Naomi had a kinsman of her husband's, a mighty man of wealth, of the family of Elimelech, and his name was Boaz. RTH2:1 KJV. The bows of the mighty men are broken, and they that stumbled are girded with strength. 1 Sa 2:4 KJV. Now there was a man of Benjamin, whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zerah, the son of Becherath, the son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. 1 Sa 9:1 KJV. And there was sore war against the Philistines all the days of Saul. And when Saul saw any strong man, or any valiant man, he took him unto him. 1 Sa 14:52 KJV. Then answered one of the servants, and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse the Bethlehemite, that is cunning in playing, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. 1 Sa 16:18 KJV. Therefore David ran, and stood upon the Philistine, and took his sword, and drew it out of the sheath thereof, and slew him, and cut off his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw that champion was dead, they fled. 1 Sa 17:51 KJV. The beauty of Israel is slain upon thy high places. How are the mighty fallen? 2 Sa 1:19 KJV. Ye mountains of Gilboa, let there be no dew, neither let there be rain, upon you, nor fields of offerings. For there the shield of the mighty is vilely cast away, the shield of Saul, as though he had not been anointed with oil. 2 Sa 1:21 KJV. From the blood of the slain, from the fat of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan turned not back, and the sword of Saul returned not empty. 2 Sa 1:22 KJV. How are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle? O Jonathan, thou wast slain in thine high places. 2 Sa 1:25 KJV. How are the mighty fallen, and the weapons of war perished. 2 Sa 1:27 KJV. And when David heard of it, he sent Job, and all the host of the mighty men. 2 Sa 10:7 KJV. And he cast stones at David, and at all the servants of King David. And all the people and all the mighty men were on his right hand, and on his left. 2 Sa 16:6 KJV. For, said Hushai, thou knowest thy father and his men, that they be mighty men, and they be chafed in their minds, as a bear robbed of her whelps in the field. And thy father is a man of war, and will not lodge with the people. 2 Sa 17:8 KJV. And he also that is valiant, whose heart is as the heart of a lion, shall utterly melt. For all Israel knoweth, that thy father is a mighty man, and they which be with him are valiant men. 2 Sa 17:10 KJV. And there went out after him Job's men, and the Cherethites, and the Pelethites, and all the mighty men. And they went out of Jerusalem, to pursue after Sheba the son of Bichri. 2 Sa 20:7 KJV. With the merciful thou wilt shew thyself merciful, and with the upright man thou wilt shew thyself upright. 2 Sa 22:26 KJV. These be the names of the mighty men whom David had. The Tachmonite that sat in the seat, chief among the captains. The same was Adino the Esnite. He lifted up his spear against 800, whom he slew at one time. 2 Sa 23:8 KJV. And after him was Eleazar the son of Dodo the Ahohite, one of the three mighty men with David, when they defied the Philistines, that were there gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. 2 Sa 23:9 KJV. And the three mighty men brake through the host of the Philistines, and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem, that was by the gate, and took it, and brought it to David. Nevertheless he would not drink thereof, but poured it out unto the Lord. 2 Sa 23:16 KJV. And he said, Be it far from me, O Lord, that I should do this. Is not this the blood of the men that went in jeopardy of their lives? Therefore he would not drink it. These things did these three mighty men. 2 Sa 23:17 KJV. These things did Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, and had the name among three mighty men. 2 Sa 23:22 KJV. But Zadok the priest, and Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, and Nathan the prophet, and Shimei, and Rei, and the mighty men which belonged to David, were not with Adonijah. 1 Chiwam:8 KJV. But Nathan the prophet, and Benaiah, and the mighty men, and Solomon his brother, he called not. 1 Chi 110 KJV, and the man Jeroboam was a mighty man of valor. And Solomon, seeing the young man, that he was industrious, he made him ruler over all the charge of the house of Joseph. 1 Chi 1128 KJV. Now Naaman, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master, and honorable, because by him the Lord had given deliverance unto Syria. He was also mighty man in valor, but he was leper. 2 Chi 5:1 KJV. And men of the Metams acted the money of Israel, even of all the mighty men of wealth, of each man 50 shekels of silver, to give to the king of Assyria. So the king of Assyria turned back, and stayed not there in the land. 2 Chi 15:20 KJV. And he carried away all Jerusalem, and all the princes, and all the mighty men of valor, even 10,000 captives, and all the craftsmen and smiths. None remained, save the poorest sort of the people of the land. 2 Chi 24:14 KJV. And all the men of might, even 7,000, and craftsmen and smiths 1,000, all that were strong, and apt for war, even them the king of Babylon brought captive to Babylon. 2 Chi 24:16 KJV. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be mighty upon the earth. 1 Ch 110 KJV. And these were the heads of the house of their fathers, even Rapha, and Ishi, and Eliel, and Azriel, and Jeremiah, and Hodaviah, and Jadiel, mighty men of valor, famous men, and heads of the house of their fathers. 1 Ch 5:24 KJV. And the sons of Tola, Uzzi, and Rapha, and Jeriel, and Jarmai, and Jibsam, and Shemuel, heads of their father's house, to wit, of Tola. They were valiant men of might in their generations, whose number was in the days of David 22,000 and Sittim's 100. 1 Ch 7:2 KJV. And their brethren among all the families of Issachar were valiant men of might, reckoned in all by their genealogies 7,000. 1 Ch 7:5 KJV. And the sons of Bela, Esban, and Uzzi, and Uzziel, and Jeremoth, and Ire, 5. Heads of the house of their fathers, mighty men of valor, and were reckoned by their genealogies 20 and 2,030 and 4. 1 Ch 7:7 KJV. And the number of them, after their genealogy by their generations, heads of the house of their fathers, mighty men of valor, was 20,200. 1 Ch 7:9 KJV. All these the sons of Jediel, by the heads of their fathers, mighty men of valor, were 17,200 soldiers, fit to go out for war and battle. 1 Ch 7:11 KJV. All these were the children of Asher, heads of their father's house, choice and mighty men of valor, chief of the princes. And the number throughout the genealogy of them that were apt to the war, and to battle, was 20 and Sittim's 1,000 men. 1 Ch 7:40 KJV. H5303 nɇःphiyl nεφ.L giant Strong's number H5303 matches the Hebrew nɇःphiyl, which occurs 3 times in 2 verses in the Hebrew concordance of the KJV. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. Gen 6:4 KJV. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. Num 1333 KJV. H7497 rapha umlaut. Fa giant, refame Strong's number H7497 matches the Hebrew, rapha parenthesis, which occurs 25 times in 24 verses in the Hebrew concordance of the KJV. Gen 14:5 KJV-5. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer, and the kings that were with him, and smote the Rephaim in Ashtaroth-Karnaim, and the Zuzims in Ham, and the Emmings in Shavah-Kiriathaim. Gen 15:20 KJV-20 And the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Rephaims, due to 11:20 KJV-11, which also were accounted giants, as the Anakims, but the Moabites called them Emims. 20. that also was accounted a land of giants. Giants dwelt therein in old time, and the Ammonites called them Zamzummings. Dew 3:11. 13 KJV-11 For only Og king of Bashan remained of the remnant of giants. Behold, his bedstead was a bedstead of iron. Is it not in Rabbath of the children of Ammon? 9 cubits was the length thereof, and 4 cubits the breadth of it, after the cubit of a man. 13 And the rest of Gilead, and all Bashan, being the kingdom of Og, gave unto the half-tribe of Manasseh, all the region of Argob, with all Bashan, which was called the land of giants. Jos 12:4 KJV-4, and the coast of Og king of Bashan, which was of the remnant of the giants, that dwelt at Ashtaroth and at Edrei. Jos 13:12 KJV-12 All the kingdom of Og in Bashan, which reigned in Ashtaroth and in Edrei, who remained of the remnant of the giants. For these did Moses smite, and cast them out. Jos 15:8 KJV-8 And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom unto the south side of the Jebusite, the same as Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain, that lieth before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the end of the valley of the giants northward. Jos 17:15 KJV-15 And Joshua answered them, If thou be a great people, then get thee up to the wood country, and cut down for thyself there in the land of the Perizzites, and of the giants, if Mount Ephraim be too narrow for thee. Jos 18:16 KJV-16 And the border came down to the end of the mountain, that lieth before the valley of the son of Hinnom, and which is in the valley of the giants on the north, and descended to the valley of Hinnom, to the side of Jebusi on the south, and descended to Enrogel. 2 Sar 5:18. 22 KJV-18 The Philistines also came and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. 22 And the Philistines came up yet again, and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. 2 Sar 21:16, 18, 20, 22 KJV-16 And Ishbi-benob, which was of the sons of the giant, the weight of whose spear weighed 300 shekels of brass in weight, he being girded with a new sword, thought to have slain David. 18 And it came to pass after this, that there was again a battle with the Philistines at Gob. Then Sibbechai the Hushathite slew Saph, which was of the sons of the giant. 20 And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great stature, that had on every hand Sittim's fingers, and on every foot Sittim's toes, 24 in number, and he also was born to the giant. 22 These four born to the giant in Gath, and fell by the hand of David, and by the hand of his servants. 2 Sar 23:13 KJV-13 And 3 of the 30 chief went down, and came to David in the harvest time unto the cave of Adullam. And the troop of the Philistines pitched in the valley of Rephaim. 1 Ch 11:15 KJV-15 Now 3 of the 30 captains went down to the rock to David, into the cave of Adullam, and the host of the Philistines encamped in the valley of Rephaim. 1 Ch 14:9 KJV-9 And the Philistines came and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. 1 Ch 20:4, 6, 8 KJV-4 And it came to pass after this, that there arose war at Jazer with the Philistines, at which time Sibbechai the Hushathite slew Sippai, that was of the children of the giant, and they were subdued. 6 And yet again there was war at Gath, where was a man of great stature, whose fingers and toes were 24, Sittims on each hand, and Sittims on each foot, and he also was the son of the giant. 8 These were born unto the giant in Gath, and they fell by the hand of David, and by the hand of his servants. 17:5 KJV-5 And it shall be as when the harvestman gathereth the corn, and reapeth the ears with his arm, and it shall be as he that gathereth ears in the valley of Rephaim. Strong's Number H1397 matches the Hebrew, geberite parenthesis, which occurs 68 times in 64 verses in the Hebrew concordance of the KJV-11 Not so. Go now ye that are men, and serve the Lord, for that ye did desire. And they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. Etam Zodas 10:11 KJV 37. And the children of Israel journeyed from Rameses to Succoth, about sittims 100,000 on foot that were men, beside children. Items Otis 1237 KJV3. And he took up his parable, and said, Balaam the son of Beor hath said, and the man whose eyes are open hath said. 15. And he took up his parable, and said, Balaam the son of Beor hath said, and the man whose eyes are open hath said. Numbers 24:3. 15 KJV5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God. Deuteronomy 22:5 KJV 14. In the morning therefore ye shall be brought according to your tribes. And it shall be, that the tribe which the Lord taketh shall come according to the families thereof, and the family which the Lord shall take shall come by households, and the household which the Lord shall take shall come man by man. 17. And he brought the family of Judah, and he took the family of the Zarhites, and he brought the family of the Zarhites man by man, and Zabdi was taken. 18. And he brought his household man by man, and Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Sarah, of the tribe of Judah, was taken. Joshua 7:14, 17-18 KJV 30. Have they not sped, have they not divided the prey, to every man a damsel or two, to Sisera a prey of divers colours, a prey of divers colours of needlework on both sides, meet for the necks of them that take the spoil. Judges 5:30 KJV 1. Now these be the last words of David. David the son of Jesse said, and the man who was raised up on high, the anointed of the God of Jacob, and the sweet psalmist of Israel, said, 2 Samuel 23:1 KJV 3. Now the Levites were numbered from the age of 30 years and upward, and their number by their polls, man by man, was 38,000. 1 Chronicles 23:3 KJV 4. And there were more chief men found of the sons of Elizur than of the sons of Ithamar, and thus were they divided. Among the sons of Elizur there were 16 chief men of the house of their fathers, and 8 among the sons of Ithamar according to the house of their fathers. 1 Chronicles 24:4 KJV 12. Among these were the divisions of the porters, even among the chief men, having wards one against another, to minister in the house of the Lord. 1 Chronicles 26:12 KJV 3. Let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived. 23. Why is light given to a man whose way is hid, and whom God hath hedged in? Job 3:3. 23 KJV 17. Shall mortal man be more just than God? Shall a man be more pure than his Maker? Job 4:17 KJV 5. Are thy days as the days of man? Are thy years as man's days? Job 10:5 KJV 10. But man dieth, and wasteth away. Yea, man giveth up the ghost, and where is he? 14. If a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait, till my change come. Job 14:10, 14 KJV 21. Oh, that one might plead for a man with God, as a man pleadeth for his neighbour. Job 16:21 KJV 2. Can a man be profitable unto God, as he that is wise may be profitable unto himself? Job 22:2 KJV 17. That he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. 29. Lo, all these things worketh God oftentimes with man. Job 33:17, 29 KJV 7. What man is like Job, who drinketh up scorning like water? 9. For he hath said, it profiteth a man nothing, that he should delight himself with God. 34. Let men of understanding tell me, and let a wise man hearken unto me. Job 34:7, 9, 34 KJV 3. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Job 38:3 KJV 7. Gird up thy loins now like a man, I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. Job 40:7 KJV 8. O taste, and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Psalm 34:8 KJV 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Psalm 37:23 KJV 4 Blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Psalm 40:4 KJV 7 Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. Psalm 52:7 KJV 4 I am counted with them that go down into the pit. I am as a man that hath no strength. Psalm 88:4 KJV 48 What man is he that liveth, and shall not see death? Shall he deliver his soul from the hand of the grave? Selah. Psalm 89:48 KJV 12 Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Lord, and teachest him out of thy law. Psalm 94:12 KJV 5 Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. Psalm 127:5 KJV 4 Behold, that shall the man be blessed that feareth the Lord. Psalm 128:4 KJV 34 For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. Proverbs 6:34 KJV 24 Man's goings are of the Lord, how can a man then understand his own way? Proverbs 20:24 KJV 5 A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. Proverbs 24:5 KJV 3 A poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain which leaveth no food. 21 To have respect of persons is not good. For a piece of bread, that man will transgress. Proverbs 28:3 21 KJV 5 A man that flattereth his neighbour spreadeth a net for his feet. Proverbs 29:5 KJV 1 The words of Agur the son of Jakeh, even the prophecy. The man spake unto nÄphiyl, even unto nÄphiyl and Usul. 19 The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. Proverbs 30:1, 19 KJV 17 Behold, the Lord will carry thee away with a mighty captivity, and will surely cover thee. Isaiah 22:17 KJV 5 Thus saith the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. 7 Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. Jeremiah 17:5, 7 KJV 30 Thus saith the Lord, Write ye this man childless, a man that shall not prosper in his days. For no man of his seed shall prosper, sitting upon the throne of David, and ruling any more in Judah. Jeremiah 22:30 KJV 9 Mine heart within me is broken, because of the prophets. All my bones shake. I am like a drunken man, and like a man whom wine hath overcome, because of the Lord, and because of the words of his holiness. Jeremiah 23:9 KJV 6 Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness? Jeremiah 30:6 KJV 22 How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. Jeremiah 31:22 KJV 16 Then took Johanan the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces that were with him, all the remnant of the people whom he had recovered from Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, from Mizpah, after that he had slain Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, even mighty men of war, and the women, and the children, and the eunuchs, whom he had brought again from Gibeon. Jeremiah 41:16 KJV 6 Even men, and women, and children, and the king's daughters, and every person that Nebuzaradan the captain of the guard had left with Gedaliah the son of Ahikam the son of Shaphan, and Jeremiah the prophet, and Baruch the son of Neriah. Jeremiah 43:6 KJV 20 Then Jeremiah said unto all the people, to the men, and to the women, and to all the people which had given him that answer, saying, Jeremiah 44:20 KJV 1 I am the man that hath seen affliction by the rod of his wrath. 27 'Tis good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth. 35 To turn aside the right of a man before the face of the Most High. 39 Wherefore doth a living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins? Lamentations 3:1, 27, 35, 39 KJV 15. And it came to pass, when I, even I Daniel, had seen the vision, and sought for the meaning, then, behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man. Daniel 8:15 KJV 8 Neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Joel 2:8 KJV 2 And they covet fields, and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they press a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Micah 2:2 KJV 5 Also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Habakkuk 2:5 KJV 7 Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn mine hand upon the little ones. Zechariah 13:7 KJV